Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about how to stand out on dating apps and dating websites, okay? So firstly, let's talk about your pictures, right? So your first picture, the first picture someone will see of you on a dating app or a dating website must be of you. It must be a picture where they can see your face clearly, right? And obviously you want to be smiling in this photo, you want to look happy, you want to be, looking good basically, okay? So it needs to be a good picture of your face, right? Or it could be like of your shoulders as well. It doesn't have to be just like a really close up of your face or anything like that. So the first picture must be of you. It has to be of you. So another good photo to have is you looking proud of something or some kind of accomplishment. So this could be your graduation photo. It could be you standing next to your car, something that you're proud of. Or it could be getting a black belt in karate or something like that. A picture of you achieving something. Okay. Also, again, going back to the first photo of you, your profile picture basically. Make sure this picture is recent. So that means a photo that was taken of you within the last 12 months, okay? So another good picture is, with friends. So this is a picture where you might have been hanging out on a night out, or it might be a camping trip, or it might be just you and your friends in a car or something like that. And the reason why it's good to have a picture with friends or with family is because it gives you social proof. It makes you seem like you're someone who has friends, who has people that like to hang. So you're not like looking like a loner, basically. Because sometimes people can be wary of that. It's just one of those things. So have a photo where you're with friends, and make sure that you're in the photo, not just a picture of your friends, picture of you with your friends and you're doing something fun, okay? Another good photo to have is something that makes you look like fun, like that makes you look like you don't take yourself too seriously. So it could be you maybe at Disneyland with like some Mickey Mouse ears, or you're wearing like some kind of like goofy outfit. It could be like a Halloween costume photo. I remember when I was dating and I was using dating apps before I met my wife, I had a picture of me just sitting on like a space hopper, which is obviously like a children's toy, but I wasn't taking myself seriously, which was why that was a good photo. Or it could, another like example of that. I don't know if you, it depends on the country, but in the UK, sometimes if you're like in a shopping centre or a mall, I think that's what they call them in America, a mall, and they have like kids rides sometimes, so that you put like a quid in, and then it kind of like sings for a little bit, and you put your toddler on it. Take a photo of you on one of those. That'd be really funny. That would make you look seem fun. Having like something like that. It's just something fun that makes you look like you don't take yourself too seriously. It doesn't have to be like that, but just something that you feel like, oh, if there's a photo of me like that, then it makes me look like I don't take myself too seriously. So it makes you look fun and like you know how to laugh at yourself or something like that. Or at least it makes you look like you know how to have a good time, right? And another thing that might be good is something something that you're doing that's kind of interesting, that's kind of a bit intriguing. So going back to a photo that I had when it comes to my profile pictures on, I think it was on Tinder. I had one. I was helping out at a museum, and I was helping with like this owl exhibit. So they had some owls coming in, this like wildlife rescue thing for owls, and I helped out that day, and I learned how to like hold like the owls and stuff like that. And I had a picture. One of my pictures was me with an owl. On my dating pictures, right, for my dating apps and websites. So that was another something that was kind of a bit interesting, a bit intriguing, a bit different, right? So that's just another example. Just another photo of you doing something different. So those are like some good 5 photos that you can have of yourself that makes you look a bit more interesting, that makes you look fun, that makes you look like you have, friends and things like that. Hopefully you do have friends. That might be something you need to work on if you don't have any friends. Buying a book like How to Win Friends and Influence People will help with that, especially if you apply it. Reading it alone is not going to do anything for you unless you apply it. Knowledge is power, but knowledge is also potential power, right? So it's potential power, because if you've got knowledge and you don't use it, then it's essentially useless, right? So another thing that you can do with your dating apps and websites is your bio, right? So what do you put in your bio? So I would avoid any sort of like cliche things. So one of the things that I see people doing is they write like an innuendo in their bio, or they write something that's sort of like gimmicky, like, oh, tell me what your Hogwarts house is, or something like that. Something like that. It's just so dull. It's so boring. So don't do any gimmicks. Don't do any innuendos in your bio or anything like that. But describe yourself, obviously, first. Describe yourself in a fun way. So, obviously it needs to be honest, but describe yourself in such a way that it makes you come across as a very genuine person. And it's something that's interesting. So like talk about your interests that you may think is a bit different, right? So describe those, but don't be too wordy about it. Just leave it to like a paragraph max, right? If you can, get it into like just a few sentences, right? And also describe the person that you are looking for, the kind of person that you're looking for, right? And again, don't be too wordy about it. Just keep it to a paragraph max, or just a few sentences. Okay, just keep it short, right? So personally, one of the things that I would put in my bios, if I remember correctly, is I would put something like, I know I would at least put it in somewhere. I'll put something like, I'm looking to see where things go. Like, I'm not saying I'm looking for a relationship, or I'm looking for hookups or something like that. I would just say I'm looking to see where things go, because that's essentially the right mindset that you have when you go out on a date. Even though you may genuinely be, going through people to find someone that you can be with, again, you still need to be seeing where things go, because you might meet someone, think they're really good, start dating them quite seriously, and then, you start realizing all these bad things about them that you don't really like. I mean, I say bad, they might just be red flags. They might be okay for someone else, but something, you might start realizing that, hey, you know what, this person's not for me. And you may have been dating them for quite a few months, right? So you just want to be seeing where how things go, right? How do we match? That's the sort of thing, the kind of vibe that you want to put across, right? That you're not too attached to getting, locking someone down to a relationship, right? So just be relaxed and chill about it. So that's what I would suggest that you do. How to stand out more on dating apps, on dating websites. Some more about your first profile picture. Make sure it's a good head-on sort of like photo, like kind of like how the camera is set up on me. Don't have it where it's like too far down, you can just sort of see your chin. I see men taking photos of themselves like that. We can see their torso and you can see their head, and they've taken the photo from like down here. And a problem where I see women go is they sometimes do photos that are too high up, and you kind of get like that weird like MySpace angle, and their eyes look freaking huge. Look like an anime girl. But I don't know, maybe some guys like that kind of photo. But don't ever take the kind of like the egg photo where you look like a bit of a thumb from down here. Always make sure that you're face on, and don't do it too high either. Okay? And of course, make sure you're smiling, make sure you look happy in the photo. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you would like coaching with me, where you can, I can give you advice on the kind of, your dating profile, let me have a look at that, and we can figure something out. Maybe I can help you tweak it a little bit so you can appear a lot better. I can critique basically what you put in your bios and things like that, see if we can change it to give you a few more matches. Thank you for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.